Welcome back to the channel, and we finish out today with IRL streamer flees the country after hospitalizing kid live. And I noticed that before I even click play on the video, he's streaming with, the pump fun coin thing in the corner, which if you have that, you already know you're a piece of shit. So, beyond that, this guy, we already know he sucks. But anyways, smash the subscribe button and hit the like button. They do little animated things now, so that's kind of fun. So smash those on my channel and his, and you get to see them twice. You can always unsubscribe later.
This IRL streamer just fled the country after hospitalizing a kid. Then on top of that, got banned on both of his active streaming platforms because he live streamed himself intentionally aiming a Roman candle at a group of people and nearly blinding an 8-year-old after firing it off.
Okay, firing Roman candles at people is fun, if you have consent to fire them at them, and know the fact that they may fire them back at you. I did that this past 4th of July. Me and my brother, we throw a 4th of July party each and every year. We started throwing it together because we could do more with that, and I thought that was much more fun. I handle the fireworks. He buys a bunch, I buy a bunch, and we pool them all together. I run the show at the end of the night, and then usually we have a Roman candle battle. That's one of my favorite parts of, and due to my injuries that I sustained, my broken leg this year, I couldn't participate in the Roman candle fight as much. I still grabbed a couple and, of course, was firing them off as best I could, because that was near the end of my needing mobility aids. That was like one of the last days, actually, that I was using them. So that was pretty nice to finally be off those. But yeah, the Roman candle fight, like, if you're firing them at people, they should have consent that yeah, you can shoot these in my direction or potentially even at me, because you're probably firing them in the dark. But hey, I've got my own Roman candle, so pow, 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 back at ya.
Run right into enemy territory.
Okay, I'm running with you. Let's go. Oh my god! Oh my god! Headshot!
This was supposed to be a happy Diwali celebration for a family in India, and that just turned into a trip to an emergency room after the notorious IRL streamer Sam Pepper took aim at a group of strangers with a firework and ended up hitting the 8-year-old girl.
It's bad, it's bad.
Ridiculous.
I don't know what's happening, but it's bad.
Cops on him?
No, I think it's bad. I think it's bad, lady. They're putting this person on
It's bad because you hit a person with a fucking firework, you idiot.
the mic.
Like, that was more than a Roman candle.
Did they get injured?
Yeah. They're basically saying that but
Is that actually true?
the person's gone now, and Sam said don't film, and he gave me his mic.
But unfortunately, it only got worse from there, because then came the allegations that he actually blinded the girl, and Sam's account was banned on both Pump Fun and Kick immediately following the event. And even though he's denying these allegations and he's claiming that she only received a cut above her eye, it hasn't stopped people from sending these videos to local authorities and calling for Sam's arrest. And what's crazy is this wouldn't even be his first time he's gotten himself arrested for being an idiot on camera, because if you know anything about this guy, you know he is no stranger to getting himself in all kinds of trouble just for some views online. So Sam Pepper obviously has been online for well over a decade now, and he's spent a good chunk of it being
a piece of shit.
Obnoxious. We've briefly covered him a few months ago where he was detained at the North Korean border.
I'm currently standing on Chinese soil.
That's where I've seen this stupid motherfucker. Man, they should have just let the North Koreans have him.
But I'm actually the closest any person possibly can be to North Korea. The other side of that green fence, just right there, is North Korea.
Get closer. I really wish they hadn't stopped him and they had just let him go across that border and go into North Korea. I'm sure they would have treated him very, very well as a, non-North Korean.
I'd rather not go to the police station. No, it's a little scary for me.
But if you're lucky enough to have gone so peacefully without knowing who Sam Pepper is, let me quickly fill you in. Because Sam started YouTube in 2010 and specialized in the genre that we all obviously love here on this channel so much, the prank genre.
Pranking myself.
And over the next few years, Sam would have a numerous amount of scandals related to these pranks. Like his incredibly moronic and just disgusting 2014 butt pinching prank, where he faked having his hand in his pocket, kind of like this, Or he had like a fake prosthetic arm in his pocket, and then he had his real arm up under his shirt, and then he would go behind women and pinch them in the butt and then make it look like he didn't do it and be like, wow, that's crazy. Who pinched you in the butt?
So Sam Pepper went to the 3rd Street Promenade and he had a fake arm that looked like his hand was in his pocket.
Essentially, he was just giving himself an excuse to harass random women and
You mean he sexually harassed women because where he chose to pinch them.
calling it a prank online. And obviously the video blew up with viewers pointing at how weird and not okay that was, that he filmed and posted himself being a creep and touching girls without their consent or even their knowledge. But he quickly uploaded another video where the genders were swapped, and he tried to play this whole thing off as like, it was just a social experiment, bruv. And obviously this version was extremely staged and scripted, allegedly to like highlight the abuse towards men. And I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't go both ways, but Sam Pepper sitting there and using that as some sort of weird deflection is just pathetic. But then the next big
And that's the, hey, I got caught, so I gotta make it look good mentality, and it's such bullshit.
prank that got everyone's attention was killing my best friend prank, where Sam essentially kidnapped
my
YouTube
best
creators
friend?
by the name of Sam and Colby, and then pretends to shoot one of them in front of the other one. Obviously, Colby, the guy getting shot, isn't on the prank, and obviously this didn't go over too well with their fans because they were all like, wow, you just traumatized a guy for a YouTube video. Awesome. But it did come out later on that everyone was in on the prank, but it still didn't leave the viewers with a better taste in their mouth.
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being in front of him. No, this thing right here is it, right?
But obviously, that was a decade ago. Did it get better? No. Because in 2018, that's when he started IRL streaming, because I guess you saw how well Ice Poseidon did back then. And of course, you can't really forget the Save Your Kids crypto scandal that also swept up a good chunk of the Facebook members into this media firestorm. And that's essentially just labeled the guy as a forever scammer, but like I mentioned, he was detained at the North Korean border. Ultimately, he was released, and
You know, there's probably a special pit in hell for those who use kids to scam people for money with crypto. Like, there's a special place for you.
And I haven't heard too much of him until today's topic, where Sam went to India to do this Diwali stream, where he nearly blinded an alleged 8-year-old girl from a firework. And even though he's openly presenting himself as genuinely obnoxious and disrespectful, Sam has visited India multiple times prior with seemingly no issues. But while live streaming in New Delhi last week, Sam and his friends started joining in on local Diwali celebrations, and quickly threw all critical thinking skills right out the window as soon as they were in possession of some explosives. Oh, they were fireworks, not explosives, except you hear one of Sam's
Fireworks are explosives. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
friends read a chat message about someone blowing
Every firework is potentially going to explode. It's just scarier when they don't explode. Especially when you can watch the fuse go in, and then it just and your eyes get big, and you're like, alright, somebody go stick that in something, or dump water on it, have a fire extinguisher at the ready in case it blows someone else up. It's even worse when you're in, it's, you know, a firework in a mortar tube, and you watch the fuse go in, and then nothing happens, and you've got a live mortar round that could potentially go off. You just don't want to be near it, though, because I've been pretty close to some mortar rounds going off. I've set them off probably from far too close, let's just say, of a distance. But, you know, as a person doing the fireworks on mobility aids this year, I had to hobble away pretty quick from some.
off their hand with a similar firework just minutes before they send a girl to the hospital.
You knew someone that blew their left hand up with fireworks? India? Okay, well, I won't light any.
I mean, it's just weird because one of Sam's streaming buddies, Deepak, mentions something about how he could get in trouble for the fireworks or that they are illegal.
Yeah.
And he does this more than once. But he is also aware that he's being live streamed, and
You want to blow up fireworks? Go in the middle of nowhere in America. There's plenty of states that allow you to do whatever you want on your own property if you're not bugging your neighbors. So just buy a plot of land far enough away from everybody and go do this shit on your own land.
Yes, I find it very hard to believe that he would actually knowingly broadcast that information. Then again, Nobody that I'm talking about in this story is necessarily known for being a great mind, so anything is really possible here.
Police want to come here, they catch me.
This is illegal?
Prison. No, but it's not you. It's him.
But the incident was live streamed on Sam's Pump Fun account and also through a Kick streamer by name Letty Vision. And like I said, it starts off with a group venturing out of an apartment and into the hectic streets where locals were shooting off fireworks and gleefully celebrating Diwali. And I will admit, there's a lot going on. It's loud, there are fireworks exploding almost constantly, and tons of people of all ages running around and playing in streets. But for some reason, almost instantly, Sam points to another group nearby and accuses them of aiming their fireworks at his group, and then jokes about firing back.
No, look, they're getting us here, look!
Look, they're sending one our way. There is one coming this way.
God, I got him. Oh!
Bro, he whizzed past his head.
It hit him in the back, bro. It bounced off his back. Bro, that's where it hit him, and it bounced off his back and went into the
right air.
This firework even almost hits a different guy in the middle of the street, and for some reason it still doesn't register to anyone that everyone involved here is at risk. But if anything, Sam seems unsatisfied at the lack.
What a bunch of idiots. All of them. Every single one of them. They're all idiots.
Direct contact, and quickly equips himself with a new firework. And the craziest Freudian slip after he announces that he'll be running right into friendly territory, because it's obvious to anyone on Earth that these people are not starting a firework war, nor are they threats, but he just quickly stutters and corrects himself and refers them as enemy territory before lighting a fuse and sprinting towards them, aiming the Roman candle directly at a group of strangers.
Right, light me, someone. CPR, I'm gonna run right in.
Yeah, no, those aren't Roman candles. Those are just rockets. Those are straight up bottle rockets.
Friendly to
I'm gonna run with you. All right, let's go. Oh my God! Oh my God!
What an idiot.
Bro! That's right!
Everybody's standing around cheering him, and he doesn't realize that he just completely ended everything. Let me just screenshot that, save that for later.
You ran him off the block! They ran off.
You didn't run him off the block, you sent them to the hospital.
Yo! Someone
Dumbass.
died.
And naturally, the firework that Sam intended to hit.
Yeah, one more
Someone
thing.
might have died.
His face too. Someone might have died. Is just. That's so funny, man.
And naturally,
like, what an
the firework
idiot.
that Sam intended to hit someone with did in fact hit someone in the face, which prompts Sam to immediately scream headshot. Okay, bud. Meanwhile, that woman needed to be brought straight to the hospital. And you can sort of tell by Sam's expression immediately that he was worried, but the real concern doesn't set in until a local approaches him and
he's
says,
grinning.
hey,
He's like, yeah, I did it.
Lost her eye completely.
Her eyes has gone.
No, they haven't.
One eye has gone.
No, it hasn't.
No, how? I think they're pretending, but one eye has gone. Seriously. I'm not joking. No, I don't
But they were firing at us as well. I just play with them. It was accident. Like, I didn't think we actually hit.
Now, you would think that Sam would, I don't know, maybe be very concerned, but instead he just switches into, like, damage control and starts refuting that didn't actually happen. Like, they were...
No, they were firing at us too, look! It was mutual!
Firing at us as well! People were firing fireworks in all directions here, but him running and aiming it straight at a group of people on purpose? Yeah, I mean, there's just no way of excusing that behavior. But when it...
Officer, I didn't shoot them, I only pointed my gun in that direction and did everything in power to not point it a different way, and then it went off. Like, yeah, You fired a firework in that direction.
It becomes very clear that there was a very real injury.
And you shot
Even
someone.
when it wasn't her losing an eye, Sam instructs his friends to put the cameras down and take his mic.
Can you go and see what happens? Go and check Deepak without the stream.
Yeah, without
Yeah, go check without the stream, because if you know, it's actually a child missing an eye, this is gonna look real bad. Oh.
What? You didn't me fire with the cannon you gave me.
The one you gave me.
Shoot in this direction. Don't film DVR.
Okay.
And this is about the time where Twitter started echoing the headlines that Sam just blinded a random girl. And pretty much nobody was surprised that he ended up acting like this on a stream. But once it's cleared up, the girl is on her way to the hospital with just a cut on her face and both eyes are still intact, the group does some more justifying and blaming. They can't expect nothing to happen. They were shooting at us. Everyone cheered when it happened.
No.
Right above her eyebrows, you got a...
Okay, so it's not at the end of the world. The eye isn't gone.
No, it's not in her eye, like right above her eyebrow, they slit, but it's still bad.
Yeah, it's still bad, but
it's still not great. She's going to hospital, but they cut like here. Obviously, we're going to pay for the hospital.
Yeah, no, pay for the hospital bill. But however, they were shooting on this side, and if they shouldn't have done it,
each other, and it was just
it happens. Like if you don't shoot fireworks at each other and then expect nothing can happen.
And yet, none of that excuses aiming a Roman candle at a child and hitting her in the face with it. Like, you have to be such a shitty person to find ways to blame a child for you injuring her. But again, no one's ever accused Sam Pepper of being a good person, so hey, I mean, this is just kind of par for the course. But Sam has since gone to Twitter and recounted the entire event like we don't see what just happened, but
yeah, we all witnessed it.
Was in India tonight with another big group firing small firecrackers.
That wasn't small.
Back and forth. Small firecrackers. It seems stupid now I'm writing this, but one of the group on the other side got hit by a cracker I shot.
From the other side. A cracker I shot.
That just sounds so wrong.
It
got
sounds
hit with a
funny.
firecracker I shot and got a cut above their eyebrow. I feel terrible. We sent someone with them to get them checked out and made sure all costs were paid. They got a paper stitch and are now back home. I love that he didn't go and confirm that she was okay. He sent someone. He must have been too busy fleeing the country. But still.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing.
He's shifting the blame on the other group, claiming that they were engaging in a firework war and had been shooting back and forth at one another.
Yeah,
also,
he tried to downplay
the
whole
injury
event
to her face and had to be taken to the hospital. Allegedly, he paid for the hospital costs and the girl only required a paper stitch, but still, it's hard to know. But I guess paying for the treatment is the bare minimum when you send someone to the hospital. Cough, cough, David Dobrik. But still, I guess we just have to take Sam's word for it for what exactly happened and if he actually paid for it. It's not confirmed who the girl was or the severity of her injury, but the whole event was enough to get Sam banned on both Pump Fun and Kick. And it's not confirmed how long the ban will be or if Sam will face any permanent repercussions in regards to the girl's
they don't
injury.
ever let him back.
Since fled to Africa to avoid
these streaming platforms really need to start permabanning more streamers to help encourage other streamers to clean up their act and improve the platform. There's a reason YouTube had the adpocalypse where all of a sudden creators were making less money and some of them were like, yeah, I can't live and make videos and have the size team I want anymore because of the lack of, ad revenue. And so people, they, had to unfortunately cut back on things. Now, if Twitch has to have that as their own adpocalypse to encourage people, there's going to be a lot of your favorite streamers that the big ones will be around still because they already have more than enough money to live forever comfortably. But the smaller ones, you might lose some of the smaller creators, the ones who you can chat in their chats and they'll actually read your message because they don't have 30,000 messages an hour.
Repercussions from all this because
30,000 a minute.
We were going to be in India for roughly a month, but that was obviously cut short.
You know the only reason we came here because we were lying on our beds with closing our eyes, falling asleep, and we were like, we have to go right now, otherwise we're gonna fall asleep.
So maybe there is a chance that Sam faces legal repercussions in India, but that would probably only be if he actually returned to India. The VODs have since been deleted, but obviously the clips have been saved and are circulating across the internet. Because at the end of the day, he intentionally hit someone with a projectile, insured them enough to send them to the hospital, and recorded all of it himself for the authorities. So as of now, it's radio silence, and it's been pretty damning, because Sam has also been getting away with his
live streamers, streaming their own crimes. Day number how many now?
It takes for over a decade now. And if anyone believes they're immune to being canceled or getting any real repercussions, it's definitely him. But it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens and if any of his channels actually get reinstated. But who knows?
Hopefully
most likely
not.
He'll probably just join all the other streamer rejects on Party. But that's it for now. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right. As always, a great video from Matozy. Fun little fact about him. His channel is named A2Z. Why? Because A to Z was taken probably. or he needed another character or something. But yeah, it kind of just wound up being a Tozy as people started calling him, but he's like, oh, okay. And so some people will call him A to Z, and it'll catch him a little off guard, like, oh, you know. So yeah, it's kind of cool when you hear him tell stories outside of everything. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.